James, I'm coming to you. You're the wide receiver, big dog, so you know just how impactful this addition is. The Bills have been knocking on the door of a Super Bowl for the last 30 years, if we're being honest. Still haven't been able to kick that door down, but have the Super Bowl stars aligned for Josh Allen?
I believe so. This definitely gives them a chance. Walking out there to play the Kansas City Chiefs or the Baltimore Ravens or the Houston Texans without Amari Cooper, you don't really got a chance. Josh has to be Superman. If Josh was to make a run in the playoffs without Amari Cooper, he would have to be Superman. Getting Amari Cooper allows you to say, man, I can relax on this play. I know it's press man-to-man coverage. I know my dude's going to win here. Quick slant, quick go ball. Amari Cooper's a great route runner. Amari Cooper can make the tough catch. This makes the Buffalo Bills a true contender. If they meet any of these teams in the AFC in the playoffs, they have a chance with Amari Cooper out there at wide receiver. And that's what this does for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I'm proud of the Buffalo Bills for going out here and getting this done because Josh was having to do too much. Amari Cooper makes them a true contender to go into the playoffs and compete with the best of them.
Yeah, the stars have definitely aligned for Josh, but yet they're still the fourth best team in the AFC, right? You got the Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, Bills. I don't necessarily know if it puts them above the Chiefs and the Ravens. I think in a rematch versus the Texans, I think they win because of Amari Cooper, because we saw what the Texans did. They came up and they played press man-to-man and said, you're not going to beat us. Josh was 9 of 30. Now with Amari Cooper, I think it's a different story. You still got to go through the Chiefs and the Ravens. I love this move, though, specifically for Brandon being the GM. They're aggressive. They are all in. He said yesterday, as long as we have 1-7 back there at quarterback, we are all in, and we still might make some more moves to get us better.
Really quick, you play with the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years.
You play with Keenan Allen.
And Mike.
Yeah. Right. So before I retired, I went to the Chargers. All right.
For real?
Yeah,
what number you have? What number?
89. I always rocked 89.
What year was that?
This was 15 before I retired, right?
So 40.
I
was like, 15.
So I went to the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
And I remember Filthy is my dog. I remember being in the building and we put in a play, right? It was a play that Stevie Johnson, who was really good at Buffalo, he had to right? So we put in a play like that, and the coach looked at Keenan Allen because when he was running this play, Stevie cooked the DB so bad, the DB over there, Stevie over there, but he whooped him so bad that the DB was in the right place for the other route. Right? So he told Keenan Allen, he say, you can't kill him that bad.
I never heard that before.
I'm like, who?
That bad?
I'm like, who this dude? Can't kill him that bad. As a receiver, you lining up like you want that to happen. You want to? I'm like, oh, bruh. Keenan, get out there. Same thing. Can't kill. But I'm like, bruh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, the separation that he creates, you cannot play man-to-man against certain teams. So the only reason why I say that and share that story, because you say they can't compete with them dudes. It looks different now how you play them with Coop. Baltimore, you can't walk up here press coverage consistently all game trying to deal with Amari Cooper out there. So it looks different. So that's why I think this move gives them a chance to compete with the best of them, man.
Yeah, the only thing I was saying is, like, the Chiefs and Ravens, they don't play man covers. They play a bunch of two.
But I'm saying they did play man-to-man.
I just, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to 17. He hasn't thrown a pick in 8 straight games. I came up here for the first couple weeks, like, that's sort of his kryptonite.
Gosh.
You know what I mean? Was like him turning the football over. He's really matured as a player this year. And this is only going to help him get to maybe the Super Bowl. But I don't.
8 straight games?
8 straight games.
Hey, Josh.
I'm like, that was the biggest issue
right now. I mean, I love the move, though. They needed this move.
Yeah.
I mean, talked to a lot of different dudes on the team, right, that everybody's noticing, hey, look, we can't beat man. Then I had to think about, well, who the guys are playing? All these wide receivers he's playing with right now, they're not starting on other teams. Let alone they were like special team players, right? There's some wide receivers that's in this league that y'all all probably play with that, look, I know I'm a wide receiver, but I'm really not. I'm a special team guy, right? So now you get a guy like Amari Cooper who can beat man, who's a name where the defense got to worry about you, game plan for you. I just hate when I watch Josh Allen right now today, right, especially the last couple games, it's like he has to do everything. I got to get a special pass every time, right? Guys can't be, man, I got to hold the ball longer to buy time to eventually throw somebody deep. His longest pass last game was to a running back. That was a broken play. You get what I'm saying? So he needs the number one receiver. Yeah. Listen, I can't say they don't win a Super Bowl because that's hard to do, but I think this gives them a better shot to compete against these other teams.
I think it gives them a really good shot. Everything y'all said, I think, has been brilliant. A really good shot. To Shady's point, now Josh Allen will finally get something easy. Josh Allen had to work hard.
That's all I'm saying.
Josh had to work hard the last 3 games to get something, to get anything. He had to work hard versus the Jets. Incredibly hard, 9 for 30 versus the Texans. Incredibly hard versus the Baltimore Ravens. Amari Cooper gives you something easy. Because even if teams do not usually play man, on 3rd and 4, on 3rd and 3, on 3rd and 2, you have to play man. You can't play cover 2. You can't play cover 4. You have to play man. Now Amari Cooper will give you something easy. Y'all realize the Buffalo Bills, what they do so often, they get into these bunches and they run all these pick routes because their players can't win.
That's it.
Example.
Like against the Texans, I went back and rewatched the film, and on the first 3rd and 3, you're in a bunch. And you got Kincaid trying to pick Knox, who's trying to pick Shakir, and it's only because their guys can't win one-on-one. But now you don't have to work so hard to create these opportunities because Amari Cooper can create his own opportunities. You look at the Chiefs, they're maligned based upon injury. You look at the Houston Texans, it hasn't clicked for them as fast as I thought it would. You look at the Bengals, they're down again this year. The Steelers are sitting at 4-2 atop that division with the Baltimore Ravens. If you are the Bills, now is your time. I didn't think it would be so. Now is your time.
And I want to say this, though, right, because Andy Reid is the ultimate team guy, right? Obviously, you got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, but he always talks about this is a superstar league. Coaches' jobs is to put my best players in a position to win, right? And he will always say, there's in big games, playoffs, a must-win game, Super Bowls, I need, right? I need my best player or my best players to play better than your best players. So if it's my quarterback, number 17, Josh Allen, I need him to play better than that other quarterback, if it's Patrick Mahomes, whoever it may be. But then, as an offensive weapon, Travis Kelce, listen, we might not have all the wide receivers we got, but I need my best player to be better than their best player. So that means it makes the game easier because now we talk about these role players that the Chiefs really, or not, that the Bills really have a wide receiver, excluding Amari Cooper, where they can maybe get some 3rd down, some stuff for their decoy routes, and they might get open, stuff like that. But my go-tos, defensive coaches, offensive coaches, coordinators, they have their go-tos, right? That's why you have these breakdowns of game plans. Like, okay, look, on 3rd downs or must have it. I'll give you an example. Todd Bowles, the defense coordinator, head coach for the Bucs. When it's a must down, we got to get a stop. You know what he's going to do? He's going to blitz. Because that's what he does. And you can't hide that. Andy Reid, a must down, I don't care how well defense is playing, how well the running game's working, a must have it play, he's going to throw it. That's just who they are. You get what I'm saying? So when it's time I need to do this or do that, I'm going to go to what I know. That's why you need that type of wide receiver, Amari Cooper, because, hey, listen, we can't keep living with these regular receivers doing these pick routes. I need you, yo. They man coverage, dog. We down 3. There's 2 minutes left. I need you to be a special player. And that's why they got Amari Cooper.
And I like, to your point about easy, because as a quarterback, you like easy completions, right? Josh Allen is probably in the room with offensive coordinator Joe Brady trying to scheme up these routes because he knows, like, hey, we're not good man beaters. So he's helping them out there. Now you got, Amari, just, hey, put him out there, run a stop route. Put him out there, run a slant route. Put him all this. But specifically when it comes to Josh Allen, a number 1 target matters. And I had Colin, my producer, go up and come up with some of these because in 2018 and 2019, Josh's first 2 years, people didn't think he was Superman. Like, he didn't play well. Let's just be real.
I was there for some of them.
2020, they go out and they get Stephon Diggs. Okay, in 2020 first year, that Stephon Diggs is there with Josh Allen. He has 17 more touchdowns than he had in 2019. He has 1,500 more yards than he had in 2019, and his completion percentage rose to 70%. A number 1 receiver matters for a QB, and I think the Bills knew that, and that's the reason why they went out and got him.
And not only that, I think we got to put some respect on Amari Cooper's name, too, because Amari Cooper is not one of these receivers that just plays outside. Amari goes everywhere. Amari is in the slot. Amari is on the left. Amari is on the right. There's nothing he really can't do. Now, if you mess around with an Amari St. Brown, 90% of the time he in the slot. Amari does all of this. Amari is going to be a coverage dictator. Whoever the number 1 corner is, and I've been there, you know what I mean, when I was balling, where Patrick Peterson looking on the other side of the huddle, where he at. That's what Amari Cooper going to bring, too. So them touchdowns went up. All them touchdowns ain't to Diggs. But it makes the game easier on Josh Allen because, hey, I know Patrick Peterson, Jalen Ramsey going over there with Diggs. So now you're on the number 2s and the number 3 corners, Keon Coleman, Shakur, and we can go to work. So this is going to be good for him, man.
Before we go to break, quick question, because what nobody's talking about, I just thought about it as Chase and you and Shady were speaking. What's this mean for Keon Coleman? Like, did they expect more from him? Because the Bills aren't a dumb organization. So though he's a rookie, you probably thought maybe he can come in like Malik Neighbors did, obviously, early on, Marvin Harrison, and instantly be a number 1, instantly be an immediate impact player. 6 weeks into the season, have they realized he isn't where we wanted him to be as fast as we wanted him to be there? Because I don't think the Bills thought we're trading for a number one receiver at the start of the season.
I think he's exactly where the Buffalo Bills want him to be. He's a rookie who's having some ups and downs. He made some really good plays. He hasn't made some really good plays. The game is faster. I was a rookie, and I had a solid rookie season with Brett Favre. Still was a whole lot that I had to deal with. Thank God it wasn't just me and I had Greg Jennings and Donald Driver out there and the number one corner one following me. It's extremely hard. It's hard to get separation on these grown men. It's hard. So he's going through them growing pains. I think it's exactly what the Buffalo Bills thought it was going to be. And now this helps him, if you ask me, because now there's no doubt about it. You're getting on the number 2, number 3. And it might be a dude you played against in college.
And before you go to break, because I just got to know, because he brought it up. What was the numbers like against Patrick Peterson, bro?
Pat P?
Yeah,
oh, no, we got to bring that up.
You wrote some?
You know
now, look. Now, find them numbers. Find them numbers.
Andy,
don't look for them. Don't look for them.
I blame we got to talk about Nick Sirianni because Eagles fans were irate on their head coach after mocking the fans. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.